But yeah, we got DC. DC's back.
It's a wild
First
DC.
time in a long time.
Freedom.
The boy, back from Amazon
Trainer.
Lily.
Brand new episode of Black Otakus of the Culture. Of course, it's your boy Chris J. Glad to be back. Got the squad on here. Day Trail.
Here.
Cam here.
Yo.
And hopefully we might get DC this episode. We'll see. But we here. Let's go ahead and get right into it with what's cracking, which is what we've been watching or whatever this past week in terms of anime, everything in gaming, all of the sorts. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out what I've been watching. This fall anime season has officially started. So it's at least everything should have started at this point.
Except Comey.
So, yeah, because of Netflix. Fuck you. Plain and simple. But that should be next week. Keyword should. But we will see. Anyway, so current things that I've watched and I believe will be the rotation. So Morocco-chan, which is the comedy ghost anime. That's on its third episode drop. I watched it right before we started recording. Pretty good. Another pretty good episode. Pretty funny episode. So I didn't even talk about last week's episode, which was a weirdo episode, but quickly knocked it out. Like this week's episode was just hilarious. She was on her way to a meet up with her friends. Her friend who's a little goofy. The goofy stereotype goofy friend. She was on the bus and she kept like whatever the ghost. It was like they be coming up some freaky looking ghost on here too. Knowing her while she's on the phone, like responding to her text, like looking at her text messages and just responding to them for her. She's trying her hardest. Like at this point, they established that she's in her mind, she's reacting, but she doesn't show it outwardly, pretty much.
It's because she doesn't want the ghost to know that she's afraid.
Exactly. And while the ghost and the spirits is like, yo, like, show me some attention. It's like a needy ass girlfriend, damn near. That's literally how them ghosts are. So she wasn't even paying it no mind. And then like the funny part was when she was about to get off the bus to push the little dinghy, the little button and say, hey, I'm about to get off the bus. I guess the ghost recognized like, oh, you about to get off the bus? I'm gonna put my hand over it. So you have to see me and acknowledge me. She paused for a second and then the ghost got in her face and started laughing. And then she proceeded to just push the button anyway. But she still ended up missing her stop. Cause I forgot what caused. No, it was a phone. Somebody on the phone started laughing loud. Because at that point, the ghost just gave up. It was like, fuck it. Okay, we're not working on you. But it was somebody on the phone distracted her because they were laughing loud and it sounded like the ghost. So that creeped her out. So then at that point, it was like, oh, she reacts. Then she goes to their version of Starbucks and she's waiting for a friend there. And now it's funny because now she can see people who can also see ghosts. And they just paying the ghost no mind as well, or just they're there. So it's this guy.
It's just an unspoken rule, just not to acknowledge ghosts.
I guess. So it's this guy and he was there and he had a ghost who was in his ear just saying, I love you. Like literally like sprung on him. It was weird as hell. And the ghost saw that she was looking at him. So the ghost charged up to her and said, that's mine, pretty much. Said, Yu-chan is mine. She's on her phone and she just happens to be watching niggas wrestling. And then she says, I like big muscular men. And the ghost is like, oh, I don't got to worry about you then. Move back on.
Damn. Well, there you go.
I was just like, so I was like, dang, now she's getting creative, just like how to get out of Dodge with these ghosts. And then she ends up seeing another girl. The guy who had the ghost just all in his ear, his girlfriend popped up and she had like a bunch of ghosts behind her. And once again, it's just like, hey, it is what it is. And Shorty and the main character was like, yeah, they were made for each other. Because it was just like, it was just weird. And then pretty much the middle of the episode, the rest of the episode was just Shorty like, I'm gonna get some prayer beads because I'm tired of this. The prayer beads worked kinda, but at the same time, her best friend made her get in some tweak situations, and it was like, these ain't gonna work. So then she goes to a what you call it, exorcist or something. I don't know. Like it was like one of them weird spirit doctors or whatever. I don't know what they call them in Japan. I can't think of it right now. But so the lady's like, oh, okay, she's just paying him no mind. So then a ghost just pops up. She gives her stronger prayer beads. Like a super strong spirit pulls up, screams loud as hell, and breaks the beads. And Shorty was like, you know what? It don't matter no more. Fuck this. Just moved on and said, and that's how the episode ended. So this week's episode was decent. What else? Platinum End, aka Platinum Edge, was decent. This episode was pretty much establishing that there's other people who have these special angels, and they also show like pretty much this show is literally Future Diary fused with Death Note. Pretty much, it's literally a fusion of them two. So the special angels are pretty much assigned to humans who are supposed to be the next god. They break that down in a little more detail, and for some reason, the angel that picked the main character was already like, "Oh, I get to meet so and so." I forgot Buddy's name. I was like, "Oh, so they just kind of know who they're picking." And some angels have some specific abilities that other angels don't. So it makes it even more interesting. Then we kind of find out it's some guy who's literally he literally made himself a Gundam, like a life-size Gundam fit. He goes around being like a justice hero type guy.
Yeah, I remember that arc.
Yeah. Like I want to call him Robo Saiyaman damn near because that's his vibe, but knowing that he's not really Saiyaman is like no. But he kills one of the candidates because dude was just making women fall in love with him.
Yeah, he was being
on some sicko shit. Yeah. So like I was like, I ain't mad that he killed folks. It was justified. So now the main character's like, oh, he's going around killing the other candidates. I want to live my happy life. Literally, I turned my uncle in who killed my family. I have money. I can live on my own. I'm in a high school I want to go to. I just want to be happy. And I respect my man's choice of life of I've been depressed and oppressed my whole life. Let me just live a happy life.
Ain't gonna happen.
And kind of find out that Buddy has white hair, so it makes it even funnier. It goes to his school because when he was walking to his entrance ceremony, he saw an angel. Was like, oh shit! And the episode ended with the angel pulling up on him, just looking at him, crazy. And that was just hilarious. But decent episode. The other stuff I've been watching, I did watch the first episode of Demon Slayer, where they pretty much did. It was a filler episode, I believe, where they broke down what Rengoku did when he first was learning about what was going on with the train. Pretty much.
No one cares.
So,
no one cares. Who cares? He dies. Doesn't matter. That episode is useless. It's pointless.
I watched it. It was a good episode, though. But
this is what Rengoku did before he died. Who cares?
Literally.
Black Widow had a sister. I don't care. She's dead.
Pack. But yeah, so that they did that. Cam, I watched that Senpai is Annoying anime with the grown lolly girl.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I ain't gonna cap.
Of course it's funny. It's a lolly.
But at the snow, they don't really. It's like they acknowledge that she's short, but they don't do it like. It's like they're mature about it. Let's just put it that way. They're like, she's short. It's more like, oh, she's short jokes more than anything. And she acknowledges that she's short. Dude, that she's the tall, big, bulky nigga is just more along the lines of like, he don't even really care about her romantically. He outright told her in the first episode, I see you as a daughter than an actual somebody I'm attracted to. That's why I care about you the way that I do. And that is true
For
for now. I really hope that they don't break that because
For
I'm
now.
like, gee.
Until episode 10 or something, when she does something, they go out to eat or something, she says something, she looks at him some way, and he gonna be like, oh, it's time.
And that's exactly how the funny thing on the episode, that's how it happened. He said, I see as my daughter, which is hilarious, but it's actually pretty good though. Like it gives me Japanese bootleg office vibes because it takes place in a really office type setting. But yeah, so that World's Finest Assassin is decent still. And what I think might be the sleeper for this season is this anime called Faraway Paladin. It's an isekai, but it's a serious isekai though. It don't follow you don't even think it's an isekai once you actually start watching it. Pretty much it's about some dude reborn, whatever, and he's raised by 3 undead zombie type thingies. Like one is a ghoul, one is like a skeleton thing, and one is like a nun. I believe I'll just call her a nun. And he's raised pretty much by them in some little cave tunnel little thingy. The skull dude is pretty much like a badass warrior. The ghoul pretty much knows is a crazy magician who has like tons of knowledge about and wisdom about the world. And the nun just prays all the goddamn time. But it's really, I like the story, the world building that they're really doing with it, because I'm really curious on why they're raising the way that they are and stuff like that. The intro makes me believe he's going to eventually meet other people, but I don't see the people who raised them in the intro. So that brings me more curiosity. But I think this might be the sleeper of this season. It's not a lot of stuff on this season, honestly, but yeah. But I also watched the what you'll call that damn show. It's I call it father-daughter Gurren Lagann.
Oh, that adventure series on Crunchyroll. What's it called?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's actually pretty decent so far, but it's literally father-daughter Gurren Lagann right now. It's literally father-daughter Gurren Lagann. So it's a wait and see.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, because literally the father gives me Kamina vibes already.
No, you said Gurren Lagann. I don't really care about the relationship. The fact that you related it to Gurren Lagann is the red flag.
This title episode, Gurren Lagann, red flag. But yeah, we got DC. DC's back.
It's a wild DC.
First time in a long time.
Freedom.
The boy, back from Amazon Lily.
I wish.
He's still talking about he was back in Amazon Lily.
Back from Amazon Lily.
Yeah, we got DC back. I'm gonna let DC get his bars off because I know he got bars he been wanting to get. But once we finish, I'm done with my anime shit. You could talk about Tenshoku. What you call it?
Yeah, it's Jobless Reincarnation. That's why I'm not watching that show. You just said one isekai per year for me, and that's Jobless Reincarnation. So actually, 2 episodes came out within the past week, and so. I don't know when this comes. I don't pay attention because I usually I either watch my anime on Saturday or I watch it on Sunday. So I don't watch it the day it's released because I got life and I care more about my life than anime. So Jobless Reincarnation, the past episodes came out. I'm still calling folks out. I'm genuinely concerned at this point, and I'm being dead ass. Like, is something wrong with this, the mangaka, the creator? Because for some reason he likes to emphasize like children sexually. And it happened this past week's episode where basically the main character, it focuses on the blue-haired chick who taught him magic, because they basically got whisked off to like this demon land, right? So the main character, his love interest, and then this nigga who's called like a Sparard, which is like basically the black people of the show because nobody likes that race. So they're so the blue hair chick was tasked with finding the main character on the island to rescue him. So it kind of the first part of the episode focuses on her searching for him, because last week's episode was his perspective of going through like a specific town and like dodging her looking for him. Basically, they didn't know that they were both on the same place. This week's episode is wild though, because the blue hair chick, she has this party member on her on her team to search for the main character, and she is promiscuous as all hell. They show a scene where like she just likes to get fucked. That's basically her thing. I kid you not. She goes, I'm saying, is she wild as hell? She goes into an alleyway because they're basically searching for information of where the main character could possibly be. She goes into this alleyway, straight niggas just fucking hoodlums in that alleyway. Walks up to one of them, takes her shirt off, puts the nigga's hand on her panties, and it fades to black. Like and it's not like, I'm like, damn bro, at least get paid for doing this shit. No, she literally, like, she explains later on, because the girl walks in their hotel room because she didn't find any information about where the main character is. You just hear pounding, and then she walks into the room. She getting dicked down by 5 niggas in the hotel room. The girl walks.
This take place in Chicago, G.
The blue hair girl walks in.
Add it to the list.
The blue hair girl walks in. She like, what the fuck is going on? She like, would you like to join me? And then she uses her magic and basically like blows them all out the hotel room. They're traveling to another town, and then she's like, why are you doing that? And she's like, well, I mean, she's like, she's like, I'm such a powerful adventurer. Just imagining myself getting dogged by men gets me so hot. And then she's like, you need to lose your virginity. And then she's like, I don't understand you. And she's like, you'll understand me one day. I'm like, bro, this chick is wild, boy.
What the hell?
I don't know why, but like this, the creator of this show draws an emphasis to sex for some reason. Like he does, because like the first episode when the main character was born, like he would be in his room and his parents would be like in the next room pounding each other, and he would hear that. He grew up hearing that. So
nigga, we all grew up damn near hearing that though.
I'm talking about it was like, cause like his dad is a real one, G. Cause his dad, he had a maid in the house, cause like they're basically having sex to get another kid. So he got his wife pregnant, and then like 2 episodes later he found out that the maid was pregnant with his child at the same time.
Man, this dude.
I'll tell you, this show is wild as hell. But on to the sus shit. So the main character, in order for them, because they're trying to seek passage to get to another island to eventually find a way to get back to where they were originally. So the main character goes to this smuggler guy, because one of the people that he's traveling with, he's a Sparrard. Nobody likes him, so they can't legally get him on board a ship. If they want to get him on board a ship to go to another island, it'll cost a shit ton of money that they don't have. So they smuggle him, and their job is to basically there's this smuggling operation that's happening, and they want them to shut it down because they're capturing beast children. So he goes down to get his Sparrard nigga, and then while he's there, the dude is like, hey, while I was captured here, they killed one of the kids. Once you release me from this prison, I'm about to kill everybody here. You go rescue the kids. So he gets free. He basically just starts killing every last one of the people. The main character goes into a cell where these beast children are. And this is the sus shit that I'm talking about. Like, he starts healing them up. And the show like focuses in on like one of the kids, like the because they're all women or all girls, focuses in on their breast. And I'm like, bro, I don't need to see this shit. It was another instance where, because the other chick that he's traveling with that got whisked away to the island that they're in, she's like 13 years old. and she's while they're on the ship, she's very seasick. So he's like healing her, and like her clothes are like halfway off to like you can see her breast. It focuses in on her panties, and I'm like, bro, I don't need to see this at all. I understand that the main character himself is a kid, but he's like a 34-year-old man in a kid's body because, you know, isekai shit. So this shit is very pedophile-ish. So that was the last week's episode. This week's episode, basically, he gets captured because they think that the beast people come in to rescue the kids, and they think that he's the one who smuggled them. So they bring them back to their little island. And again, such shit. The main character is completely fucking naked. Thank God they don't show anything, but like he's naked in this cell. And this guy gets put into the cell with him later on. Funny as shit though. Like this nigga's like a grown man, and the main character's like, I've been in here longer than you, so you gotta respect me. And the dude starts calling him boss. So later on, the whole forest gets set on fire. They get out because the smugglers are basically back in the village trying to kill them niggas and kidnap more beast children. The main character's like, y'all niggas really wrongfully accused me, so I should leave y'all ass to die, but I'll save y'all. So they basically rescue them. The leader of the smuggler, which was the person who actually helped them, but he basically pulled a oopsie daisy, and he was like, I wanted y'all to cancel the smuggling operation so that y'all could lead us to the village so that we can kidnap more beast children. So then he comes in, raw as hell. He got this, they call it like the North God fighting style, starts fucking killing all these beast people. And then the main character like does some magic shit because he has the demon eye so he can predict his movements, beats his ass. And then that's how the episode ends. So the next episode is like going to be about him exploring the village. But for the most part, it's been really good. Just some sus shit. But the last week's episode, when they were going from the perspective of the chick who's trying to rescue the main character, that blonde hair chick was the funniest part of the episode because she was just walking. She just wanted dick. That's her whole purpose. She just wanted to get fucked. And I'm just like, I mean, I can't really judge you, but at least try to get a bag out of it. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, that's been jobless reincarnation.
Yeah, just the author right
That's how you feel, freaky ass nigga, going over there in the corner with your strange ass.
This nigga,
straight up.
this nigga, boy.
That nigga, like, wow. Let me go over Titans real quick. So this week in Titans, setup episode, because now I think next week we'll get some quality action. That means the season's about to end. So episode opens with Jason Todd going back to Scarecrow. See Scarecrow like, yo, what the hell wrong with this nigga? Moving on from there, he tells him like, yeah, I killed Nightwing. Scarecrow like, okay, I don't care. Then he proceeds to chase Jason Todd out the Batcave. From there,
Jason Todd didn't beat his ass.
Exactly. Hope that nigga out the Batcave. Like, nigga, you used to live there, nigga. Lived there, typed on the computer, all of that, G. You got hold by Scarecrow. Batman literally hold this man through a through a computer, G. Come on, man. But anyway, so pretty much Beast Boy and Raven, last episode they found the pit. Whatever. I can't even say it right. Thank you, the Lazarus pit. So Raven and Beast Boy find where Nightwing is. Nigga dead as hell. Literally, because he got shot in the neck.
Just everybody dies.
Literally killed by a lucky shot in the neck by McAvoy. He's just sitting there dead. Like literally, like them people literally just let his body just sit there. So
my whole thing is, what's the point of killing him off if you're just gonna bring him back the next episode?
It was this episode.
Yeah, why kill him off in the first place? You're just gonna bring him back.
Story. So they Beast Boy Raven, they get all emotional. Raven like, yeah, he's gone. And Beast Boy, he gets in his feelings. While he's in his feelings, bats happen to be flying by, and Beast Boy learns a new animal. Well,
Yo.
no, I take that back. He's not Beast Boy until he learns at least 4 animals. So
okay,
he
thank
learns
God. I mean, I'm just saying, thank God we got Young Justice Beast Boy, because the Beast
Exactly.
Boy and
That's
Titans
it.
sound like a bitch,
He
bro.
only knows like a couple.
That nigga's Garfield. His name is Garfield.
He
G.
Garfield. G,
He
not
going
Beast
by
Boy.
his first name.
He can only still transform into a tiger, right?
Now he turns into a bat.
So tiger and a
Weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yo, did they explain why the nigga gotta learn how to do this shit?
They shouldn't. Like Beast Boy, all Beast Boy has to do is not even like he has to see an animal, right? I'm pretty sure this nigga can just turn on a TV and go to the fucking Discovery Channel, go like, all right, boom, boom,
And
boom,
they show
boom,
him
boom.
watching the Discovery Channel. Like he has all the Beast Boy mannerisms. He don't eat meat. He like pizza for some odd reason, and all the other little stuff. But that nigga. So pretty much, I think they pretty much say it's a mental block, and Raven pretty much say it's a mental block in his head. I'm like, bro,
Lame.
so
You're not Superman.
So Beast Boy turns to a bat, and actually a crowd of bats, which was made it even more interesting. And they carried Nightwing to the Lazarus pit, threw him in there, and this is all in like 10 minutes, like 5 minutes. Throw him in there, and they said, "All right, we're just gonna wait from here."
He needed to turn into bats to put him into the Lazarus pit.
To carry him to the Lazarus pit.
Can't Raven Azrael Metriel Synthos his body into there?
Yes, honestly, I think that was the intention, but they needed Garfield to do something cool and useful besides get his ass beat. So they said, hey, because yes, Raven is probably the strongest Titan. She just don't have much control of her powers yet still. But overall, they needed Garfield to do something this arc because he has done shit. So they threw him in the Lazarus pit. Nightwing has his journey in of his mental journey of like, hey, I gotta fight death now, and I'm just gonna knock his out the way. All it was Scarecrow in his mind telling him, hey, you're the reason why he's dead. I mean, as in Jason Todd is dead, all of that. He's mine now. You're going to be mine next. And they showed Nightwing in the Joker suit, which was pretty fire, by the way, and him killing Jason Todd and his little thing until literally Nightwing said, no, I'm not responsible, walk the bam, and he comes out the pit. This is later in the episode. So, moving on from there, what happened? Niggas still acting wild. Niggas still wilding in Gotham. Pretty much
city.
Donna Troy and Tim Drake. Well, Drake, Tim Drake. That's what I'm calling Drake, Tim Drake, because he looks like fucking Drake. Are working to for one, get his family out of Gotham, but also to destroy a weapons base or something that Gotham PD is trying to protect. Something weird. I don't know. But they're doing that. And Gotham PD is just still being stupid. In the process of this, Barbara Gordon, they showed her in jail finally. They leave her with her wheelchair. So you left somebody who's very capable of getting in her chair and kicking ass because she had one of the better fight scenes of this season in a fucking wheelchair. You left her wheelchair there. She's just laying there, just like processing everything. Because for one, regardless, this is still formerly Batgirl.
All right.
She's just processing everything, trying like, okay, this is when you come check on me. All right, cool. Meanwhile, the guy that she shot, I'm surprised that nigga's alive. He's checking on her and all of that. So it's just like, oh, okay. So she eventually escapes, beats the hell out the cops, and then goes down to where the Oracle machine is, and she's trying to get that back working. So that's happening. So then, in the process of this, we finally see Blackfire, and Blackfire is hijacking somebody for their car for some reason because she says, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want now. Because she has power, she has her real powers. Then Crypto pops up Crypto like, hey, Connor needs you. And I forgot to tell y'all last week's episode, Nightwing threw kryptonite dust in Connor's face to knock him out, because which was hilarious as hell. So he just blew it in his face like, I don't need you right now, G.
So
literally
nigga's half human,
out,
so like what the hell?
Hey, he's still very much half Superman too. So that dust is gonna do a lot on anybody. So Crypto like, hey, Connor needs you. So Crypto takes him to Connor. She wakes Connor up. Yeah,
Crypto the super dog. Crypto up and away.
Crypto's been on here, Jesus. He was introduced with Superboy. He was introduced with
Crypto the super dog.
Oh yeah.
Crypto up and away. Come on, man. Come on, G. That was the fucking show, G. Y'all know nothing about that show, G.
Crypto's a deep cut. I ain't gonna cap. So Blackfire goes, heals Connor. Connor's like, yo, Nightwing did this to me, man. It ain't cool. Fuck the Titans. I'm gonna follow Blackfire around.
He switched sides that easily.
Look, Superboy was like, look,
that nigga got,
and she giving me coochie.
That nigga got roofied, and he was like, nah, I seen the light.
I seen the light. Fuck these niggas. Fuck Nightwing. Fuck all of them. And you gave me coochie, so I'm rocking with you. You ain't rocking with them no more. All right, I'm rocking with you. So
funny as hell.
So Blackfire like, and I'm about to leave. I'm going back to my planet Tamaran, because I got my powers. I'm about to literally get my crown back, whoop the bam.
Finna kill them.
I'm not too sure about that,
You stay here, stay on Earth, give me some of that coochie every now and then, we be cool, G.
Stay here. So this nigga. So they go back
Cheeto dust blew in his face.
So they go back to where Blackfire was held at originally, for Starfire found her and all of that stuff earlier in the season. And the scientist like, oh man, hey, what's good? I haven't seen you so long. Oh, you got your powers. Oh, you got a friend. Oh, Blackfire like, where's my ship? He's like, it's right there. And he says it don't work because you don't got the right fuel source, which you can't find here on Earth. Starfire pops up, and she's like, I'm not even gonna stop you. I just want to check on you, whop the bam, and also probably tell her the truth on what's going on with the powers and stuff. So they say Connor's the only one who could possibly make the source, because half Lex Luthor's son. So Connor in his mind, like, okay, so they show Connor making the fuel source or whatever in record timing. He puts it into the ship. The ship malfunctions. It explodes.
That boy said, you staying on Earth and you gonna give me some coochie.
They don't show Blackfire's reaction. But before it exploded, Connor looked at her like, gave her that evil look of,
nah, you finna stay on Earth. You finna stay on Earth and give me some of that black
as a
girl.
Man that has crashed a woman's car before, even though it's our car, the evilness that I received for a week was a different breed. So I can only imagine, you blew up a black woman's ship. You are in trouble, my nigga.
Boy,
you are in trouble. You are doomed.
Man's not getting no
you don't
coochie
crash
for
a black woman's car.
At least a year.
And you crash her car. You blew up her ship, her way home. So she is stranded on Earth. In the episode, did it end from there? Yeah, the episode they pretty much show Nightwing saying, "Hey, let's try to gather everybody together and shit like that." But everything's set up for big chaos of action next episode. But the funniest part was Connor blowing up Blackfire ship. That shit was hilarious. That was a real ass moment, because I felt the consequences of what is going to happen to that nigga. So, solid episode of Titans. Other than that, storytelling is still right. It's like the writing is just rushed at times. Let's put it that way, and unnecessary shit happening. But decent episode.
Hey, shout to that. Shout to Titans. So this will cut into, well, this will give a little preview of the DC fandom type stuff. But essentially, Young Justice season 4 dropped. First 2 episodes. I'm really excited for this season because it's setting up some decent little things like already. So my top 3 things I want this season. I want Wally West Speed Force. I need that to be a thing. He's not dead. He's trapped in the Speed Force. I need Darkseid pulling up at the end of this season to set up season 5.
Darkseid pull up for the young niggas. G,
man, I'm saying done. I need that, and
I don't see how them young niggas beat him.
And I need that boy Black Lightning to get hit with a heavy dose of fucking reality when he finds out that running the Justice League is not a walk in the park. Because at the end of season 3, he like, oh, I'm gonna run the Justice League and we gonna be full of truth and shit like that. I'm like, nigga, no, you not. No, you not,
nigga. Shit, you about to be Colin Kaepernick of the freaking Justice
right,
League.
Boy, you finna get disowned, boy. So Young Justice episode 1, really good start. It reminded me a little bit of season 2 a little bit, where like season 2 kind of focused a little bit on like alien shit in the first half, before the invasion stuff on Earth. But essentially, this was Superboy and Miss Martian are getting married. So what they want to do is hold a ceremony. They want to hold a ceremony on Mars. Spoilers, by the way. Man, it is what it is. So they want to hold a ceremony on Mars so that he can honor the customs of the Martians, and then they're gonna go back to Earth, and then they're gonna hold an Earth wedding. So they leave for Mars, and they leave. Who is it? I forgot who the fuck the police woman and some other nigga was there. I forgot who they were from season 3. And then it was what's her name? Halo, Terra, Bug nigga. That's what I call him. No. Literally Bug nigga.
Forager.
Yeah, Forager.
Oh, Forager.
Yeah,
Forager.
Bug nigga. that I was gonna I'm subtracting 1 point for the episode because they reminded me of Halo, and to be honest, I think Halo was the worst part of season 3. I just didn't like her character.
She was so act A.
I'm so. It wasn't even that. It was just everything about her character, and like it was annoying, bro. She was an annoying character. I'm glad Brion would. And I forgot. I want to see Brion just be a savage, because at the end of season 3, when he did what he did and he took the throne back, I was like, "Hey, my nigga, I would have did the same. I would have did the same shit." But it was like, "We don't do that killing stuff here in the Justice League." I'm like, shut y'all righteous ass up, boy. I would have took that throne myself too.
He was never part of the Justice League though. He was never
part of it. And then the thing is like, so you go send that nigga back to prison so that he can break out and kill more people. Goofies, like. So they go to Mars, and then Mars is like super racist, right? They gotta, bro. This was like,
yeah. As soon as they set foot on there, they got to mind beam and Superboy and Beast Boy.
Boy, they was like, "Hey, what the fuck y'all niggas doing?" Oh, also,
they was confused as hell.
If you want to know how to speak the Mars language, you just gotta every other word, boy. Mars, on. I'm just like, bro, damn, like y'all got a hiccup in y'all throats. So they got Mars languages for the class system. I'm not finna go into that shit. Basically, you got red Martians who are royalty. You got green Martians who are middle class niggas, and then you got the white Martians who are black people. So
irony.
So Miss Martian has a mixed family. So her dad is a white Martian, mom is a green Martian. And out of all of her, I think they said they had 27 siblings, and her and her brother were the only white Martians born. Everybody else was green Martians. So their family dynamic was flawed from the beginning because, you know, green Martians treat white Martians like shit. So, except for her sister. So, like, her sister kind of like comes in and she's kind of like, oh, you know, like I can't wait to, you know, I'm glad to see you. She transforms into like how Megan looks like on Earth, but Miss Martian ain't having none of that. She don't fuck with her sister for some reason. She like, look, leave me the fuck alone. They start wandering the streets. These Martians are literally mind blasting Superboy and Beast Boy wherever they go. They like, get the fuck off our planet. Fuck you, everything you. We hate y'all Earthling niggas. They being huge. They being planetists, extreme planetists, and essentially they find out that the king, who's a red Martian, he got killed. He got murdered. And he wanted to get rid of the class system. So he wanted red Martians, green Martians, white Martians to be equal. And then he also wanted to establish a partnership with Earth, harmony between the sister planets. Got killed off. The wife came in, who's the queen now. And she was like, nah, fuck all that shit. We reestablishing the class system. But I do agree that we do need to establish some harmony with our sister planet. And they're doing that by establishing a boom tube, or whatever they call it. I forgot what they call it, between Earth and Mars. And John, or Martial Manhunter, he was gonna beam back to the Earth system in order to re-establish the connection. So this shit was funny as hell. So they planning up to the boom, right? My man goes through the tunnel. That bitch explodes. I'm like, God damn, they killed Martian Manhunter on the first episode of season 4. I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was like,
damn.
For the second episode.
Damn, they packed him up.
Nah.
So they blew up a Justice League member. Damn.
Nah, so you find out that he's fine. He reached the other side, but like they blew up communications between Mars and Earth. They suspect that it's Miss Martian's brother, who's like, he's a white Martian, but he's basically the Malcolm X of the white Martians. He's like, listen, I'm an extreme activist. You know, fuck them. You know, fuck the green Martians. Fuck the red Martians. Y'all niggas been mistreating us. He has a pretty good conversation with Miss Martian when he gets arrested. Like basically going like, she's like, oh, why? How come you did all this stuff? He's like, bitch, you left me. And I'm a white Martian. So what the fuck was I supposed to do? She's like, I left because I was scared. He's like, how the fuck did you think I felt? You left me here. So I had to do what I had to do. So basically now they're trying to find out two things. Who caused the explosion of the boom tube and who murdered the king. And before that, the second episode, basically they're holding the ceremony. They introduced the yellow Martians, who basically, you're not born a yellow Martian, but like you become like the sorceress by changing your skin to yellow, and you do magic shit now. So basically she's presiding over the ceremony between Miss Martian and Superboy. Garp, aka Beast Boy, aka
he's actually
Beast Boy, because that nigga is the leader of the Outsiders. He got a fucking queen as his bitch, and a nigga can literally transform into fucking space monsters too, and demon monsters too, bro. Like that's my nigga. But he kind of acting a little rat because he's like super stressed out. He's like super agitated and shit like that for some reason. I'm pretty sure they explain that in the next episode. But they're doing a little ceremony. And while they're exploring, basically trying to find out, because they leave the bio ship, and I kind of said, I was joking when I had saw it, because she was like, okay, bioship, you can go off and do what you got to do. And Superboy was like, what does the bioship do for fun? And I was like, she finna go have a giant ass orgy, bro. She finna get fucked. And it shows her going to this little cavern with all the rest of these bioships. She start beeping, and then all of them like form into this little pool. And then like she hops out the pool, and then some other little freaking pod hops out the pool, and I'm like, yeah, bro, she just got done fucking, and now she got a kid, G. So I was saying bioship ain't had no good dick in a while, G. She been away from Mars for too long, G. So bioship got fucked, had a kid, and now they went off. So they were about to go meet bioship, but all of a sudden they got attacked. and they're like, who the hell attacked us? Beast Boy is agitated. And then there's like 3 people who are like spying on them. I have, again, I'm sorry for all you DC enthusiasts. I have no idea who they are.
I think the 2 of them that we saw, I think it was 2 girls, because I see somebody, one of the Martians had on a Legion of Superheroes ring, so they're going to introduce the Legion.
Yeah, and then it was another bug, or I guess a shapeshifter who can transform into a bug nigga. I don't know. But that's how the episode ends, basically. So, yeah, good start to season 4. I'm very excited to see what happens next. They established that some things are gonna go down. And I'm expecting a lot of niggas to die this season, because that's kind of what they teased in the initial trailer. Especially with Artemis's character. But she did something like I'm sure curious to happen what happens with Artemis. But
at this point with Young Justice, I'm putting death flags on Dana and everybody.
They're no longer attached to, because I was actually rewatching a little bit of season 1 today, back when they were attached to Cartoon Network. It's so funny how many niggas happen to be robots whenever something bad happened to them. Like, it was like, oh, it's a robot, don't worry guys, it's a cyborg, it's an android. It's like, all right. Like every time somebody died, it was a fucking android.
Now it's like,
now niggas is actually fucking dying. So, except I need my nigga Wally to come back. I need that. Speed Force Wally theory. I need that to be a thing. He's trapped in the Speed Force.
That, and I still wonder, are they gonna go? Because they talked about it a while ago when they first came out with season 3 about them going back and go looking at the the missing 5 years when they did the time jump.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because that explains like what happened to. Obviously, we know what happened to Jason. He got whacked.
Yeah.
The original Blue Beetle Tech Core died, and some other characters and stuff that other characters that died.
Yeah, like Aqualast X before he say he wanted the men's.
Went to play the other side.
Right. You know what I'm saying? She died. She's like, before she died, she was like, you ain't gonna find nobody better than me on the female side. You best switch sides. He took that shit to heart.
Oh, wait, no.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey. You know what to do.
Wow.
Hold on.
Let me go ahead and mark
27-minute mark.
Let me go ahead and mark that down, dog.
47-minute mark. G shit.
Boy, we is not Dave Chappelle up in this piece, boy. We cannot get away with that. We cannot get away with that.
I didn't even hear what was said.
I'm not finna repeat it. I'm not finna repeat it.
Never mind.
Not even gonna repeat it.
I'm too sick, yeah. I'm too sick, I'm too sick, I'm too sick,